Hey folks, I'm back again. It is now 7:15. It's actually 22 past 7. So this is the cell builder box I put together about 4 o'clock. So almost 3.5 hours. They're queenless. I don't know if you can hear this, and I can hear it. Get down here close. I'm trying to get the microphone next to the hole. There's a roar coming from that box, so they're queenless. So what I did earlier, when I was out into the yard and I put this together, I kind of fast forwarded through the shaking. What's in this box now, I shook like 9 or 10 frames of bees in here. Got one nice nectar frame, got pollen frame with nectars in there, and some drawn cone frames. So in this box here, I went through earlier today, put some brood frames up in the top, and I marked the frame we're going to graft off of. And we're actually not going to graft, we're going to cut comb. So we're going to do a cut comb graft. I've got a stick over here with some rubber bands on it. We're going to cut 3 strips about 3 inches long out of this comb with some eggs and larvae, and stick them on the barbed rubber bands. I'll put it in this thing, and then early tomorrow afternoon, like right about noon, we'll go in this box, we'll take that out, and we're going to move stuff around because the little box on the end is my current cell builder and it's finished. So we're going to take that box out, put a cell in it, move it to another yard, and let it become a colony. And we're going to move all these bees from this box into a different 5-frame box and stick it right there. It'll be my new cell builder, and then tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to graft. I'll graft off the same frame that's in here, because I already know I've got good eggs and larvae in there, and I got nice bees in this box. So I'm going to put this on the ground for right now. I'll pop this open and get that frame out. It's a relatively dark comb with some really nice eggs and larvae. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but we'll give it a shot. Over this side, I'll get behind the camera and shine a light in here. So I've got eggs out to the outside, got all kinds of larvae in the middle. So let's see what the other side looks like. So I was looking at this earlier. I'm thinking in this section right in here, I'm probably going to cut like 3 strips vertically, about 3 or 4 cells wide, and stick them in the rubber bands. And we'll check them tomorrow, see what they're doing. I got my stick here. Hard to put it in your teeth when you got a veil on. And I'm not taking the veil off. There's one. There's 2. We got one more. That looks really good right there. Yeah, I looked at this earlier. And the drawback to doing a cut comb thing is you cut up a frame. If you're only going to do this once in a while, this is pretty simple to do. You're not actually grafting anything, so you don't have to be very good at it. You just have to be able to cut comb. So if you're just going to do this like once or twice a year, not a big deal. If you're going to try to do this every week, it becomes a big deal. You're going to run out of comb eventually. Let's put this one in the middle. I'm on this side, I think. Eggs right there. Yeah, we're on that side. All right, so I'm not looking for lots of queens. The cell builder I put together has got like maybe 12 medium frames of bees, if that much, because some of his frames are really covered in bees. So in my cell builder box, I don't have a mess of bees, but I'm not trying to make a mess of queens. If you want to see how to make a big cell builder, watch Michael Palmer or Richard Noel or Ian Stepler. Those guys, they make big cell builders, but they've got lots of bees. And then when they do grafts, they graft, 40 and 60 at a time. What I'm looking for in this is, I'd like to see 2 queens in each one of these cuts. That's what I'm looking for, 6 queens. If I get more than 6 queens, that's great. But for the typical backyard beekeeper who wants to make a couple queens, 6 is plenty. Somebody bought something. All right, so I'm going to thump this down a couple times and pop the top off. We'll spread the frame out and stick this right in the middle. Just going to knock the bees down. Take this middle frame out. Shake everybody off. I'm going to stick this right in the middle. Push everything nice and tight together. I can hear them growling in there. What's really neat, when you do this, you set this in the shade, come back in 15 minutes, the sound is totally different because they know there's something in there to save them. So I'm going to put this over here under the tree in the shade. And about noon tomorrow, we'll pop it open and we'll see what they're making. Okay, so folks, today is April the 5th, Sunday, and it is right about noontime, as I said yesterday. We're going to go back in this thing. So behind me, I've got the closed cell builder we put together last night. They tell you put your grafts in there and take them out 24 hours later. We actually stuck these in yesterday about 7 o'clock at night, so it's not 24 hours, but I guarantee that box is queenless. They're making queen cells. We're going to take a look in here. Remember, I took 3 strips of comb, about 3 or 4 inches long each one. All I really care about is getting 2 on each strip. I could get 3 or 4. I might get 4 on one and 1 on the other. I don't care. I'm looking for like 5 or 6 total. That's all I'm looking for, because this is small scale backyard queen ring. We're not looking for lots and lots. But at the same time, I do make queens for my club, and I make money at making queens. So aside from doing this, we're also going to take the cell builder part. I know that the last time I looked in there, there was 2 capped queens. So there's actually 4. I took 1 out, or took 2 out, and stuck them in other beehives as capped. Shoot 2 more capped cells. They're going to come out and go in the incubator today, and then I'm going to take that box and move it. And I put a new box in place for this box and take all these frames out and stick them in the new cell builder in that same location. And about 4 o'clock this evening, I'll come back in here and I'll put a set of grafts in that box. So first thing we do, we're going to pop this one open. And we're going to look at what's going on with that, the grafts we stuck in yesterday. And then we're going to stick that over here. We'll clean it, so we'll let this colony finish them out. I didn't bring a bee brush with me. I should have. Got a few flyers going here. It's always nice to see lots and lots of bees on your grafts. Good sign. I don't want to shake them off. Let's see what they're doing here. Okay, I got a few there. I got a few there. So, although I destroyed 1, they'll fix it. So let's see what we got here. On that first strip, I kind of knocked the wall down in a couple, but they're making, looks like 5 or 6 on that first one. On the second one, you got 4 or 5 right in a row. And over here, I got 3 right in a row. Now, I don't want all those, especially don't want them all right in a row, because that's a pain in the butt to try to get them. So what I will do, I'm going to tear this one out. I don't want that one. I thought I had a screwdriver, so I don't want this one. I'll get rid of that one. Hopefully they don't try to fix it. That one and that one I want. Over here, I'm going to get rid of this one. All right. Hopefully get those 2. And then over here, there's so many. Break that one down there. So I could get 4 or 5 off that. I'm probably going to get 3 off this one if they make that there. Let's do it. Let's take that one off too. I don't want that one. Now, with my luck, they'll go back in and they'll fix that cup I just tore up. But yeah, I've got more than two in each cut, and that's all I wanted was two in each cut. Okay, micro scale, backyard beekeeping, no grafting. Cut the comb, stick it on there. So we're going to stick this in that middle box, let them finish them out, and then we'll move the cell builder around. I don't want to lose all my bees. And I don't want to shake the bees off right now. So pop this open. Now in the top of this thing I've got some food frames and a couple of brood frames. I'm going to take this outside frame out. I'm going to stick that in the old cell builder. I'm going to move this over. That's a brood frame. And I stick it right next to a brood frame and right next to a pollen frame. On the opposite side of the brood frame is a honey frame. So you've got the cap cells, you've got brood, you got honey, you got pollen, you got honey. So you got all the food they need, and you got a brood frame up here with it. That's going to bring nurse bees from the bottom to the top. Going to take care of these cells. And we'll finish them out for us. We'll close this up. I'm going to close this up for right now. Put it right here. Now we're going to go look in the old cell builder. Like I said, there were 4 cells in here earlier in the week. I took 2 out, stuck in the mating nukes as cells. Should be 2 more finished cap cells. They're going to go in the incubator. I got one. There's 2 cap queen cells right there. So, and this is the reason why that's not even capped. So I actually got 1 cap queen cell and 1 that's not quite capped. This is why I'm retiring the cell builder, because they're just not making cells anymore. So this one, I'm going to go in the incubator. I'm going to take this frame, stick it right in the middle of this box here. And what I plan to do with these bees is, I've got a cell builder at my son's house. Different lid. I had a different lid. I got a cell builder at my son's house that, not cell builder, excuse me, I had a mating nuke at my son's house that I took a mated queen out of and gave them a virgin. I'm actually going to merge these bees with that group and let them make a new colony. Alright, so I got bees flying everywhere. I'll put the new cell builder box right here, the same location as the old one. Attract some bees over and get a piece of wood of some sort here. I got a text message coming in. Put that right there, and now we're just going to bring this box over and start moving bees in. That frame I just pulled out was just a small bit of drawn comb. And this last frame here is no comb at all. It's just there's some wax across the top. In your cell builder, you want to have some small drawn comb or a starter strip or something of that sort, because you want some place for the bees to draw wax on. So if you've got no place to draw wax on and you overfeed them, which you are going to feed these, they'll start drawing wax between your queen cells, and it's a pain in the butt trying to get your queen cells separated. So you want to have at least 1 frame in there where they can easily draw wax. All right, so we put the feeder on. Even though they got a nice little nectar frame in there, I always put feeder on my cell builder. You want to make sure they have plenty of food no matter what. So we'll just leave this here. The bees in that box will go up. Shake this right inside there. Bees in that box will go right up into the cell builder. About an hour or so, the bees will be gone. And about 4:30 or so, when I come back from working my other bee yards, I'll put a frame of grafts in here. And then we'll check them tomorrow, see what they're doing.